Well, indeed, soon we will have 10 years anniversary of the launching of the Eastern Partnership Initiative for the countries in the Eastern Europe. I think that this was a really good initiative because this shows that the European Union has an interest in these countries in contributing to their development, but also supporting the European development pattern for the Eastern Partnership countries. Of course, we can see that there are some countries which were more engaged and some countries which were less engaged, but if we're talking about Moldova, then I think that this was a real success, although sometimes we are talking about a failed success story of Moldova. But from my perspective, I think that Moldova did had many opportunities and did had a success, first of all because it was the first time that we accessed and we really understood what European values and principle means, and I think that this is really important to emphasize. I think that what we have to understand is that the Eastern Partnership gave the citizens of the Republic of Moldova the possibility to understand what, for example, one of the main principles that the Copenhagen criteria is giving, but also the main principle on which the European Union is based, is the freedom of movement. Because during this period of time and also together with the association agreement, Moldova had the possibility to negotiate the freedom of movement of Moldovan citizens in the European Union, and we do have a visa-free regime. And I think that this is very important, taking into account that people now understand that they have a possibility to enter the European Union and to be part of Europe as such, because Moldova geographically is already part of Europe. Another important thing that I have to mention is the academia freedom. The fact that we have such programs as Erasmus, as Horizon 2020, where students but also teachers, universities, academic environment can engage on a larger scale in different projects and activities together with the institutions from the European Union. This has a double effect for the Moldovan citizens. First of all, the students have the opportunity to access high quality education, and at the same time we have the possibility to engage and to develop the academia and the scientific environment at the same pace as the European Union and to access different opportunities in this sense. So I think that besides that, there are some other important issues and other important elements that the Eastern Partnership gave to Moldova, and mostly also not only on the bilateral, as being the two elements that I have already talked about, but also on the multilateral level. Except that I think that not the multilateral level doesn't imply only the cooperation with the European Union, but also the cooperation with the other members of the Eastern Partnership platform, of the Eastern Partnership initiative, because in this way Moldova got in touch with representatives from Ukraine, from Georgia, having the same agenda, the same European development partner, exchanging best practices, also learning from the worst practices, and getting closer together with the partners. And we see that after this cooperation, what we have achieved afterwards, we really understood that we need to stand together, that we need to have a position, and now on the parliamentary level at least, we have a cooperation between the Parliament of the Republic of Moldova, of Georgia and Ukraine, giving or coming out with a single voice on topics of importance for these countries, security being one of them.